Even you can put this Nokia, Canon and all, when they were selling films, right, you can put them in FMCG. What is FMCG? Fast moving consumer goods. Films were fast moving? Yeah, I mean, you used to take more and more films, right? Because you don't have a memory card where you can erase and store it somewhere, no. You use that film, it's gone. You expose it also, it's gone. So they were an FMCG company. They thought our business is films, not the ease of taking photograph. That is not their business. It was not the camera from which they made money. It was the films from which they made money, right? We call this as a razor and blade strategy. Why do we call it as a razor and blade strategy? Anybody? You should guess now. Come on. Why do we call it a razor and... How many guys here shave, man? Come on, don't bullshit me like this. How many of you are shaved? Have you used a razor? Blade? Now tell me what is razor and blade strategy. Doing quick is not the thing, yeah. No, sure, cheating. Without blade, okay, but why do I call this? How do I compare films and this? I know without film also you cannot, without razor also I cannot shave, yeah. That's not an explanation. Tell me. Not once, but it's a good explanation. Not once, maybe twice or thrice, but you have to keep buying blades. It's like pen and refill. You will have the pen body, but you keep buying refills. The pen companies do not depend on the purchase of pen. They depend on the purchase of refill. You understand that? That is called a razor and blade strategy, which they were using. They were saying, we will sell films. Camera, okay, one time you buy, keep it. Those cameras used to work for 10, 15, 20 years also. But the films, you take a photo, the film is gone, right? So this is one of the most used strategies when it comes to this particular set of FMCG companies, which sell you the main part and keep selling you the sub part. If automobile companies had petrol pumps like oil stations, then that would be razor and blade strategy. They sell you the vehicle and they keep selling you petrol, because for running the vehicle you need petrol. But it's not that way, so it's not razor and blade. But they still use a part of it as razor and blade because they sell you automotive parts. If your wheel is gone, or say not the wheel, forget it, say some part, some joint or nut or something is gone, some silencer is gone, they sell you that. They have OEMs, other equipment manufacturers who sell that for them. That is razor and blade strategy. So for you to progress, this is not the most effective strategy to hold on to for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. You should use razor and blade. It's a good strategy, but your razor and blade should also change. Gillette first came with a single blade. Now they are in 4 blades and all. Mark 3, Mark 4, Mark 5, right? Why are they doing that? They have to bring differentiation. A blade, what differentiation can you bring? You tell me in a blade, what differentiation can you bring? Okay, can you use titanium to make a blade? No, you won't. That will cut the guy's face. So they came up with different strategies to convince people. They say, okay, if you shave with 1 blade, it will not be enough. You will have to shave twice. So I'll give you a 2-blade razor. It is like shaving 2 times at once. I'll save time for you. These are the strategies they came up with. Okay? So did you understand what is razor and blade strategy? Yes. And what else did you understand from this case? That the most important trait to survive and thrive in a business is to adapt. If you are having one single good sitting there and saying, oh, this is my good, fantastic, after 1 year it is obsolete. Because China is there, they are ready to copy. They will copy anything. They have copied planes, satellites, rockets. They won't leave your razors or anything. They will copy anything. They have that ability to reverse engineer. It is not wrong. We cannot laugh at them to do that. Can we do that? Have we done that? Then why is China 5 times in GDP? They are a 20 trillion, they are a 10 trillion economy. They will be a 12 trillion economy in 2 years. Because they know how to effectively reverse engineer and adapt that engineering into that local market. That bat, the rackets which you hit those mosquitoes, was it done in India? Who came up with that idea? It is easier for us to hit mosquitoes with a bat than with bare hands. That is strategy, right? You guys are getting an idea of what I am trying to say? You have to adapt. That is the most important thing, and this is one of the major strategies that's used. by top companies of the world, that's razor and blade. Fine. Now let's come to, if anybody has any other observations, please tell me. I would love to learn from you. What else? If you have learned something else, maybe from the way your father or mother does business, your sister or brother does business. If you have learned something from this case, if we can learn here, please tell me. Yeah, please tell me. Good. You can know about the competitor, do it before they do. A lot of companies do that. What you're saying is right. It is called as preempting. You preempt the competition. That can have a fantastic effect on the market. That's why companies want to release their products very soon. That's a good strategy. One of the strategies which is commonly used. Good. Okay. Yeah.
You can copy them. It's not any crime because when the Fortnite games came into the market, some other guy came with a PUBG. Now Fortnite is gone, PUBG is there.
But are you sure they are a copy of each other?
Yes, sir.
And there was no copyright infringement?
Not exactly, but similar kind. They just changed it.
You should be, see, I said Chinese reverse engineer, but it is not exactly same as copying. Chinese do copy, of course they copy, but copying is not the best method.
They will be changing some methods.
They, go ahead.
Actually, that PUBG game was introduced in the PlayStation, and later they moved from PlayStation to this video mobile games.
Okay, fine. Anyways, let's not get into the intricacies of that game. Copying can be a strategy for your survival. I am not saying it is completely wrong, but copying properly is legally wrong. If you do that, you will not be left outside the bars to copy again, right? So copying is not the thing. Okay, you may take the, like, what do you say? You might understand the way he is tackling the market. You might come with your own product, but copying is not the answer. Okay, copying is never the answer. Don't even go for it. It's as bad as copying on exam. The loss will put you, like, if you copy, Shiva might let you go, saying that okay, my student, let me go. Let me have him go, but loss will not let you go. Once you copy, your reputation, brand reputation is gone forever. So brand reputation is something that's more important. I am happy you brought this point. It's not wrong that you brought this point. It's a common way to think that let me copy. Why should I struggle? Because this is what drives the pharmaceutical market. They have something called as generic drugs, right? What are generic drugs? They are copy. They are a copy drugs. They are not original drugs. Pfizer or Sun Pharma, they put lot of R&D into that. They discover the medicine, they invent that compound, and later, after some years, these companies come, they copy the drug and they launch in the market. But that is under government supervision, because they do not want the companies to monopolize a particular compound and charge people 10 times, 20 times of that. So they will let them sell that for 10 years. After 10 years, they will allow the generic companies to copy that. So that is government regulated, and if you say tomorrow you become a drug manufacturer, then you can, under the purview of the laws, you can copy the drug, but not elsewhere. So know the law. Even before you copy, right, know the law well. If law allows you to copy, you can. Law doesn't allow, please don't do that. Okay, fine. Now let's have the second case. Or anybody else with an idea?
Simplifying the complex things. So like you told, Canon is a camera, but Nokia came up with a phone with an inbuilt camera. So they simplify.
Advancement of technology. Again, that comes down to being obsolete and not being obsolete. Good. Okay, now let's have the second case. Who wants to come? I think she raised her hand. We'll have you the third.